Hello everyone, I've just done a double feature at the cinema, my local cinema, Cineworld in Newcastle. Time-stamped in the comments for each of these movies. Firstly, we're starting off with Argylle. Kind of starring, but not really, Henry Cavill, with some cast such as Sam Rockwell, John Cena, Bryan Cranston and Catherine O'Hara, but the main star being Bryce Dallas Howard as Ellen, who is a spy writer that we come to see Henry Cavill's Argylle is her book creation, who later encounters a real-life spy, Aidan, played by the ever-great Sam Rockwell. Now, although this point is a thrilling fight when they first meet on a train, what follows later is just really a bit of a mess. The story, what seems simple at first, turns into this chaotic jumble of things that are just trying to tie together. I cannot really go too much into the story without giving away certain things. It's of course not all bad, it is very much, however, what you'd expect from Matthew Vaughn. High energy action scenes with an interesting change of character, for example, mid-fight. For instance, Ellie seeing Aidan and blinking and then seeing Argylle in this fight sequence. It was quite a cool sight and definitely something different that I at least haven't seen before. I was all in on the first third of this movie and Dua Lipa. It just gets way too crazy, and by the end of the movie I could not take it seriously. One of the last fight scenes, it was so bizarre, I was just bored. And 5 minutes later, another fight scene which had me just simply ready to leave. It's too long by a good 20 minutes or so, and if not for Henry and Sam, I probably would have walked out earlier, which somebody actually did. I'd give Argylle a 5 out of 10. The length and the over-the-topness that puts Fast and Furious to shame sometimes really does bring it down. Our second movie of today is American Fiction, but I did get to check this movie out with a living legend, Mike from Did You Say That, heading in to this movie, and well, was it any better? It was certainly a more interesting film. Jeffrey Wright plays Monk, a writer who does good books, but they just don't seem to sell. So thanks to an interesting excerpt from another writer, he uses a pen name to write an outlandish black book of his own, a book that propels him to the heart of hypocrisy and the madness he claims to disdain. It is a little bit of a slow movie that seems to take quite a long time to get to this writing of the book, but it is filled with some really good laugh out loud moments once we get there. What was unexpected, however, is the whole family dynamic and seeing these relationships play out in very relatable encounters between family members. Also hitting on subjects like death and Alzheimer's while still making you laugh pretty regular, which does not always work and easy to do. He has an interesting conflict of the fact he is creating the very thing he hated, but I don't feel concluding satisfyingly, although ending with some ambiguity to offer your opinions on what it all means. I'd give American Fiction a 7 out of 10. And let me know your thoughts in the comments if you've seen or are going to see any of these movies. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next one.